As always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
You go 24. You got tight right there. 24.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And Stills bringing it in. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 19, Tiger.
Watson just beating the play clock. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Watson now to throw. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Johnson.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Gary and Conley on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, Running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield, be able to get him in the center.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10.
Come on, bring it, baby,
bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Texans.
It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
At the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A minimal gain as we... Tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
A 39-yard gain on the play. And the Raven 1st down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Texans 7, Ravens nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That ties the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. With a former All-Pro, this is David Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. They find some open field here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
Well, he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Ingram again, a first down carry. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Right there, I'm here, 55. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Go ahead.
From the 31, Jackson. The quick slant caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 30 yards there.
At the 1-yard line.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is incomplete. He was trying. Trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Throwing again is Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malik Harrison brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Third down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Chris Moore on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Mark Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Jackson.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Taken down.
Third and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Baltimore.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
For Houston.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
11 on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw.
It's now 4th down.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson rolling to his right. He gets it to Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
4-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that's complete to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
They will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing again on second down. Watson sliding out of the pocket. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Chris Moore returning it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And there goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. From the gun, Jackson. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Watson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Watson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
On the throwaway.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. That's complete to Cobb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 26, Texans 21. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the return man, Chris Moore. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll be out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
I don't want to see what's up, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struck. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Following the fumble recovery, Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 41 yards. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Texans 36, Ravens 46. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Moore now on the return. A nice little juke. And he returns this to the 22.
Chris Moore on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over.
He's got a man complete. Willie Snead all alone. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 78 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts. I feel like they have this one in hand.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They go to Johnson again. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
The 42-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Switch. Pass it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone, eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
a great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Texans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.